morning, I'm Kayla Ayers. It's Sunday, December 14th. We'll get to all of your news in just a few minutes, but first, let's check out this storm. Chris, what's it looking like right now?
Well, here's a live look, a gorgeous sight here. Check this out at Cedillo Hill this morning, the calm after the storm. Still some snow-packed and icy roads out there, but the snow coming to an end for the most part in the East Mountains. Most of the action shifting farther to the north as we start to dry things out here in the metro. That's where we continue with winter storm warnings for the area shaded in pink. Winter weather advisories for places like Santa Fe. So we're going to see most of the snow falling around the northern mountains into the northeast. Satellite and radar here zoomed in to Albuquerque. We're dry, just seeing a few passing clouds out there with some light spotty snow showers well off to our north. These are drifting from the northwest to the southeast on the backside of our storm system that's still trying to wrap in moisture behind it. So we'll continue with that chance for showers, especially between Las Vegas and Raton and around the northern mountains for this morning into the afternoon hours. Now today, what you're really going to notice is a drop in temperatures, and those winds will get cranking, blowing that snow around, reducing visibilities. We have high wind warnings and also wind advisories up for the eastern half of New Mexico. We'll time out the winds and tell you who could see wind gusts as high as 60 miles per hour coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, all of that moisture is making for some tricky driving. This is a live look right now at nmroads.com. You can see that especially in the north, road conditions are dicey. So if you're heading out this morning, just be sure to take some extra time and stay safe. Well, the capital city didn't escape the snow. Crews were out preparing for the weather before the worst of it rolled in last night. Rain started coming down in the plaza around 8:30 last night. That's where we found crews gearing up for the storm. And this is what it looked like at the NMDOT yard in Santa Fe. Crews hit the streets, trying their best to keep roads from getting too slick. They're responsible for about 600 miles of lanes in Santa Fe from the relief route up to Glorieta. It's the second storm to make its way through Santa Fe this season. It's been a month since a few inches fell there, but that melted quickly. Each round of winter weather lets the road crews tweak their strategy and learn a little more.
Every storm's different. Every storm you learn something new every time. We'll do a pre-treat if it starts to rain or snow. We'll do a pre-treat on the road. That way we have some material down on the bottom, and then we'll take it from there and see what happens.
Well, snow is tapering off this morning, but roads could still be icy around the capital city this morning. In the metro, it was a bit of a wintry mix. Rain in some parts, snow in others. The west side caught the brunt of it near Unser and I-40 with flurries falling fast. Closer into town, snowflakes started falling as well. This is video from near Coors and Central. That snow didn't stick around too long, though. And the East Mountains also got a good dose of snow. This is what it looked like near Cedillo Hill last night. You can see people were out scrambling to get their last-minute groceries and gas before shutting in for the night. We spoke with some drivers coming through from out of town who say they're shocked to see all the snow, especially here in New Mexico.
Yeah, especially since it hasn't really snowed in Utah yet. So we haven't had really any snow, and I come through here and it's just like, why is it here and not in my state?
Another driver coming through the state from California told us the storm has basically followed her all the way to Grants, and that's where it got bad.
We're just not used to all the snow, and the heavy snow at that, real blurry kind of snow.
The storm hit the western part of the state hard, especially near Grants and Gallup. Well, this storm came to us right from California. Take a look at what they're dealing with in one trailer park after torrential rains. The storm shut down the entire place. Several homes have now been deemed uninhabitable despite efforts to pump water out quickly. Rescue crews were called in to carry people to safety. Some good news, though, the rain will put a dent in a historic 3-year drought that sapped reservoirs, rising the price of food. What else can we expect from this storm is coming up in your full forecast with Chris, as well as what we're seeing now around the state. As always, we'll have continuing coverage online on KRQE.com. The man involved in a lengthy standoff that closed down I-25 is in the hospital after he was shot by state police. Around 6:30 yesterday morning, a state police officer tried to pull the driver over after he ran a red light near Coors and Blake. State police say he took off south, making his way into Berlin. He then got onto I-25 and went north. State police stopped the truck with spike strips. Police say the man then barricaded himself in his truck and pointed a gun to his head. Officials shut down the freeway. Around 12:30, police say the man threatened officers and shots were fired. Multiple agencies were on scene, including Valencia County Sheriff's Office, Los Lunas PD, and Albuquerque Police. State police say at least one of their officers opened fire.
We contacted every resource possible to try and bring a peaceful resolution to this situation. We had units standing by, if you will, the ambulance, the air ambulance in case it was needed. We had 2 crisis negotiation teams.
We have not been told where the driver was shot, what condition he's in, or who he is. The rate of people dying from drug overdoses in New Mexico is dropping. New Mexico did not rank first or second nationally for drug overdose death rates for the first time since 1992. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data shows the state's rate fell 16% between 2011 and 2013. New Mexico's rate is still near the top, though. It's third after West Virginia and Kentucky. Don't forget, tomorrow is the last day to sign up for insurance through the Affordable Care Act. That is, if you want to be covered at the beginning of the new year. If you're okay with not being covered by January 1st, the deadline extends to February 15th.